Hi everyone, you're welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be sharing with you all how to go about the making of a cap sleeve. Then a bonus to it is a beaded fringe droplet. So this is something you definitely want to learn how to do because it adds more beauty to your dress. With all that being said, let's get started with today's tutorial. So I'll be going ahead to draft out for the cap sleeve first before we move over to the beaded fringe. I have this my pattern paper here, which is a little piece. Now for the length of my sleeve, it's usually very short, so I'm leaving mine at 7 inches and I'll extend that point into a straight line. I'll measure the bicep of my arm, that is the circumference of the largest part of my arm. Mine is 14 inches and I divided it into two and I have 7 inches, which I'm also marking on that line. So the next thing now is that from the top part of this my pattern paper, I'm going to just connect this into this other side, which is the length of my sleeve. So that is it. I'm just going ahead now to cut this out. After cutting this out, I'll go ahead and make arrows because it kind of looks alike and you don't want to mistake one edge for the other side. I'll now go on ahead and cut this out on my fabric, folding my fabric into four because in total I'm supposed to be having 4 pieces of this. It's advisable you use your same fabric as your lining piece as well. Now my fabric is folded into two. I'll place my pattern paper on it, making sure I maintain the upper parts, which is the part I marked 2 arrows. After pinning this, I'm going to cut exactly what I have on my pattern paper. I didn't add any sewing or stitching allowance because I did this while I was drafting on my pattern paper. Okay, so this is basically it after cutting out of my fabric, and in total here I have 4 pieces of this. I'll remove my pattern paper so you all can see. Don't forget to notch the midpoint of your sleeve, and in total you can see I have 4 pieces of my sleeve as earlier mentioned. So I'll take away 2 parts of the fabric so that I can work with these two right sides facing each other. Now I'm pinning this at the base, which is the straight part of this sleeve. So after pinning, I'll be joining this using just half of an inch. So after joining this, at the end of the day, I'll be having 6 inches at the length of my sleeve. So by the time you join this, you go on ahead and flip it to the right side, and this is what you are going to have. So I've fixed for one part of the sleeve and you can see what I have right here. So we'll be doing this other part together on the camera. So from that middle point of the sleeve, I just marked 4.5 inches below like this on this side. Then this was that side. I also marked 4.5 inches. So what I did was to run a loose gather stitch from this one part of the 4.5 inches all the way to this other side. So this sleeve has a little bit of gathers on it, right? So all I'm going to do is to pull on one of the threads because after your gather stitch, you're going to be having 2 threads. Just pull on one and make sure you stop exactly at the middle of the sleeve, which is the notched part. I'll also do the same for the other side, and at the end of the day this is going to be looking slightly puffed. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'll go ahead now to fix it to the armhole of my dress. So I'll get my dress now. I'll get the right side of my shoulder, and I'll be getting the joints I have on my shoulder. Then I'll also be getting the notched part of this my sleeve. On the right side of this my sleeve, I'll be pinning it to the joints I have on my shoulder, that's on this my yoke, right sides facing each other like this. Then I'll go on ahead to pin this down. If you can remember vividly, this particular dress I started off with the pattern drafting and the sewing that's been uploaded on the channel. This is how far I've gone. So the link to the two tutorials will be in my description box in case you might want to watch that out. Okay, so back to what we are doing. I'll arrange this properly with the armhole of this my yoke illusion net. Then I'll pin this very well. So when I'm done, I'm going to be stitching this from one side all the way to the other side. So having stitched this with half of an inch at the top part and half of an inch at the base, at the end of the day, the length of my sleeve will come to 6 inches. So you can see what I have right here on the right side. So if you're making use of an illusion net, you will notice that this will look a little bit tacky because of the transparency of our net. So what you will do is that you flip this to the wrong side. This is for those making use of an illusion net, please. Then this excess we have, or the stitch we have right here, you are going to be flipping it over to your sleeve part like this. Okay, flip it over to your sleeve part and then stitch. So I'm just trying to trim off this gathered part I have because it was a little bit bulky. So just place it on top, stitch on top of your sleeve on the wrong side though, and that will be basically, just take your time and do this. Do not be in a hurry. Okay, so I'll just do that, and that will be basically all for the sleeve part. So the next I want to move into is the beaded fringe droplet. I've done it for one part of my sleeve, so now I'll be doing it for the other part of my sleeve. For this particular one, I'm working with three different types of bead, which is of different size and shape. So the number one I have here is these droplets, which is more like a crystal like shape. You can see right here, and that one will be at the ends of the bead, as you can see right here. Then the other one I have is the tiny one, which is this pink one right here, and then this other circle one. Okay, I believe it's very clear. So you can make use of one type of bead, but I just want to make use of three because I got this inspo from a dress. Then for the thread, this is I think a fishing line thread, which is like a rubber. Is a rubber. It hardly cuts. So you're going to be fixing it to your needle. The normal way you fix your thread to your needle when you want to hand sew. Okay, and make sure you knot this twice. All right. So I'll be counting the beads I have for this other sleeve because I want it to be of the same length with this other sleeve. Now from the edge of this my sleeve, I'm going to be stitching or passing through my needle first from the wrong side into the right side this way, and this is what I have. So now I'll be getting my beads. Firstly, I'll be going in with the smallest bead I have right here, which when I counted the other one, it was 6 in total. I'll count 6. Then I will go in with the bigger size, just one of it. Then lastly, the droplets, which is this last one that is long. So when I do this, I'll push this to the ends of my sleeve this way. Then I'm going to pass this my needle back through the holes I have on these beads, starting from that circle. Now I'm not including the droplet part. Is this bigger bead, this circle one right here. So in the middle on that hole, I'll be passing back my needle. It's more like in a reverse method. So I'll be passing it back. You can see it has come out from the top part, and I'll also pull this my thread. So when you do this, make sure that this is firmly fixed to the base of your sleeve so that it can sit properly like this. Okay, so you see if I put this now, it's going to come off easily. Just watch what I'm doing right here. So you see, so because of this, you have to stitch this back to the base of your sleeve. Okay, so just watch how I will do this right now. Very close to this bead I have right here, I'm just going to pass my needle very close to this bead. Then in between my fabric, I'm going to be moving this my needle depending on the space you want between two fringes. So mine, I was maintaining about 1 inch, as you can see right here, the spaces I have in between. So I'm maintaining 1 inch. By the time I pass my needle from beside this first bead I have in between my fabric, I'll make sure it comes out on exactly this chalk mark now I have right here. Then I'll go on ahead to pull this out. When you do this, your thread is not meant to show at the front part or on the wrong side of your fabric. It's meant to be in between your fabric. So with this, I'll still go on ahead to also get my beads and still do the same thing I did for this first part of my bead. But I made this part faster Okay, I made it faster because it's still the same process. So I count 6 beads of this small one and one of this other circle one. Then lastly my droplets. I'll also go on ahead beside this my bead, this second one. I'm just going to be passing my needle through in between my fabric, still maintaining 1 inch space between the 2 beads I have right here. Just watch what I'm doing so you don't get confused with my explanation. So after arranging this now, you see I'm passing this needle back through the middle of my beads. You see? So you can see, just take your time to do all of this. It's not something you do in a hurry. Then close to that bead I have, I'll pass this my needle through 1 inch space between one bead to the other, and I'll bring it down from this other side. So that is basically all I'll continue doing till I get a total of 14 fringes for this my bead, so it aligns with the other part of my sleeve. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time on the same channel. Bye.